Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
How old is Liam right now? He's going to be...
He's going to be 10, July 2nd. I'm dying.
Why?
I can't. We had such a great day yesterday. He's just like the sweetest kid.
It doesn't change when he turns 10, you know?
I know, but then we're in double digits, and it does something to me. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's you. It's not him,
It
man.
is 100% me. He's ready. I parent for the next chapter of his life. I really do. I don't want to hold him back, but...
Jeez, what are you guys going to have to live for when he's gone?
Nothing. Nothing.
A quick nothing. Here's what I want to do, though. Since he's 10, pretty competent, good kid, I want to take you back to the times when you would come in here more disheveled than you are now.
Okay, that's nice.
And I'd go, what happened yesterday? And you would give me this story about, I had to go to Target, and correct me if I'm wrong, but would you immediately go to the toy aisle to give him something and say, if you're good for the rest of the trip, this is what we'll buy you? Is that how that worked?
That's correct.
Okay.
You know, I never really had to do that because I think if I just shopped, he was such a sweet boy anyway. He never threw tantrums, but I just wanted to, like, the preempting.
Yeah.
Let's get him a toy.
Solve
I
the
don't
problem
even care.
before there's a problem.
Get $5, nothing. I don't care. Here you go.
So your kid was never the one that ran around and just did what he wanted. You guys,
Never.
well, in all honesty, you had two parents to one child a lot of times if you were out like on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So it was not very often that he'd get away from both of you. Now, I can speak for my wife and myself that when you have 3 kids and one is on the verge of, being about 10, and the other one is just about a couple years younger, and then the other one is young enough to really be able to get into mischief, those trips were sometimes difficult.
Yeah. I'm glad I only had one. I feel like life is easier.
It was never this bad for Trish and I, though. Imagine you have your 2 young children in a hardware store. It's like the UK equivalent of a Home Depot.
Okay.
They turn their backs to look at a brand new bath vanity. And for just 1 second, this kid slips away, drops his pants, and does a number 2 in one of the display toilets.
Oh, my God. It's just like a couples retreat.
And Jackass.
Yeah.
They do it in one of the Jackass movies, too. So we don't know this young man's age, but according to the video cameras in the store, he was wearing Paw Patrol shorts, and he looks barely old enough to be potty trained.
Yeah.
The mom says she tried to stop him, but it was too late. So she went to grab some wet wipes. He was still in the toilet when she got back. He told her, "Mom, I need to finish." She posted pictures of it, including a shot of her husband. Her husband cleaning it up. Why has this become the dad's job?
Because
to clean this up.
Is it the same rule? You break it, you buy it, you poop, you pay?
I don't know, but this dad had to fish out this kid's poop from a display toilet at Home Depot.
Whose job should it be?
The employees.
It is not the employee's job.
Absolutely, it's the employee's job. It's
Gross.
the same guy that's getting the carts.
No.
That's that. Listen, clean up in aisle 5, man.
You shoot a thumbs up at the workers, you walk out, that's your problem now type of thing? No. All right, so Father's Day, every single day this week leading up to Father's Day, we're going to have a dad fact of the day. And the dad fact today is 28% of dads have their own chair. Like
This is just not. I saw this on all these sitcoms growing up. Yeah. Archie Bunker had his chair. Everybody's got their spot. My old man never did. I don't.
Really? He just sat wherever?
Yeah, he was. He did what he was told.
Yeah.
It was amazing how he was able to be an alpha male for the U.S. government for all those years, and then he'd come home and he was
sit where I tell
just
you.
a meek soldier wherever he was told to do whatever he was told to do, and I feel the same way, man.
My grandfather has always had his own chair. My Uncle Don lived in, I don't know if he ever got out of his chair, but he had his recliner and it had permanently his butt cheek marks in it in the fabric, which I thought was really funny. He was always sleeping in it. And my dad has his side of the couch. So you have like a fluffy cushion and then it just goes down.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where he sinks in. So
I guess I'm happy I don't have a spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have an item that's yours? Like anything that your kids would say, like walking through a store? Oh, that reminds me of Dad.
Probably, honestly, probably only my pool cue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they know to stay the hell away.
Yeah.
Like it's in its case, don't touch it. And there's times like they'll have friends over and they'll be playing downstairs or whatever. And it's like, don't touch it.
That's
don't
so
even look
funny
at
you
it.
have a carrying case.
What are you supposed to do with it?
I don't know.
Keeps
Put it
safe.
in your little corral.
No, not that's for the peasants. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are for those house cues. No.
Yeah.
You all can use those. Don't even look at mine. But that's probably it, man.
I think anytime I ever see sunglasses with the attachment that goes around the neck, that's my dad.
Yeah.
And then he has all year round, even when there's no sun, marks on the side of his temples. Like they're permanently a different color for his skin. So I want to know what reminds you of dad. Maybe it is his recliner. He's got a spot in the house. Nobody takes it, not even the dog. Or you're walking through the store and you're like, that's totally my dad. What is that item?
So for years it would be the little sunglasses holder, huh?
Even now.
You see that and you'll instantly go, oh, Dad.
Yeah, they're like the bungee fabric.
Yeah, I know what
and
you're
they
talking
hang
about.
around the...
I've never owned any of those.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All of his siblings have it. Nora has it. Mike has them. I wonder if they were always worried about somebody with such a big family of kids snatching their sunglasses.
Once you get one pair, you fall in love with them. You never want to let them go.
I guess so.
My neighbor's really, really aggressive beast of a cat, Dante. I will probably leave a bowl of water out for Dante.
Really?
Yeah.
He really flicked you off the other day?
That cat was everywhere at our graduation.
Was it?
It was everywhere.
This is my party.
Reagan's graduation was Friday afternoon, and that cat dominated.
Wow, the nerve.
Yeah, and it walked around like it owned the friggin' joint. In my yard.
That's his yard.
That Dante, man.
Radio Paparazzi.
Sat down with Savannah Guthrie for her first on-camera interview since Johnny Depp won his defamation case against her. Is she upset with the jury?
I don't blame them. It wasn't... I don't blame them. I actually understand. He's a beloved character, and people feel they know him. He's a fantastic actor. Even somebody who is sure I'm deserving of all this hate and vitriol. Even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation.
You pooped in a bed. I think that's what everyone goes back to. I think that's where things got a little blurry for people.
Again, all of this is very, very, very avoidable if you just don't hammer on your ex in public.
Yeah. United Arab Emirates, they have banned Pixar's Lightyear, the new Buzz Lightyear movie, because there is a same-gender kiss in it.
Our first hyperspeed test flight is a go.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
You were narrating again.
I was not. Just doing the mission log.
You do know no one ever listens to the...
I know that. Narrating helps me focus.
So that other character was Hawthorne, and she shares a brief intimate moment with her partner, violation of the country's media content standards. So, I mean, their country, their rules. That's exactly what you should read up on when you go to other countries to make sure you don't get in trouble.
Here's my unpopular opinion about this movie. I'm not going to see it because they cut Tim Allen.
I agree with you.
I'm not going to do it. Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear. And who's the new one?
Chris Evans.
No, I don't care. No. And I'm not taking anything away from Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Good actor. Great voice actor. I love you as Captain America.
Sometimes he does have that Tim Allen tone to it, so I see why they got him on. But
just pay him the extra money.
I agree.
Just pay him. You're going to make $1 billion off this movie. Yeah. Pay Tim Allen a couple extra bucks. I hate that crap.
All right, so we know the twins from The Social Network. They developed Facebook, when it was Connect You, and then Mark Zuckerberg stole it from them. So they're gonna get back at all of us by forming a band.
This is the Winklevoss twins?
Cameron and Tyler. They formed a band called Mars Junction last year.
Well,
and
that sucks.
That sounds like just like a bad night at karaoke. That's their true band. That was last Thursday at a gig that people paid to watch.
In their defense, when you settle with Mark Zuckerberg for $60 million, you can pretty much do whatever you want the rest of your life.
I guess, but it was painful. Blowing out their candles today, Lucy Hale is 33, Yasmin Bleeth is 54, and Boy George turning 61 today. All right. On a serious tip, learning more about the deadly North Texas police-involved shooting at a children's summer camp. I hate even saying these words. So here's kind of what went down. It was at the Duncanville Field House yesterday morning. A guy with a gun entered, got into an argument with a staffer, fired a shot, up into the air.
The suspect entered through the main lobby doors with a handgun. It appears that a staff member and he exchanged, whether it's discussions, a talk, but that was the initial gunfire. They did exactly how they were trained to do, which is to go in and stop the threat.
While he attempted to get locked in a classroom, he did not succeed. They grabbed him, and we're going to try to figure out why he would ever think it would be okay to handle a situation like that, especially with children around. It's going to be a very hot day. We're going to check in with my grandma and grandpa very soon. I encourage you to do the same with older people in your life. Air conditioning bills are increasing because electricity prices have risen by 12% since last year due to inflation. So next time you open your bill, odds are it's going to be about $90 more per month, they're saying, for air conditioning use. A North Carolina company offering homeowners $2,000 in order for them to allow 100 cockroaches to be released into their home. And then this pest informer company is going to see how fast their testing control solutions work and how effective. I feel like there are abandoned buildings everywhere. Why would I ever give you permission and you only give me $2,000?
I think they need to know how the cockroaches are going to work in more of a residential situation where you got food crumbs and they can get into your pantries and stuff like that.
Yuck. And then they can quickly go breed in a crack somewhere and then you don't get all of them and then I live with cockroaches? Who is going to do this for $2,000? Are people that hard up?
Some people will.
That's crazy. Don't do that.
Trending today. I want to get your first and honest thought about this. The hottest new rage in fashion is men wearing elegant pearl necklaces.
You know who started this? Harry Styles started this.
He started it. So did Drake, and there are a lot of Major League Baseball players who started it was Jock Peterson last year in the playoff run for the Braves.
Yeah.
He wore pearls, and people started thinking about it. Harry Styles wore pearls. This is the hottest new rage, and I wanted to tell you about it just in time for Father's Day. So, Kat, you can still run to the jewelry store, get your dad some pearls.
Yeah.
Not going to happen, I'm kidding.
No, it's probably not going to happen. Look at Pharrell wearing pearls that are like the long Coco Chanel pearls. I don't know if I'm good with this.
Let me give you a quick explanation, by the way. They asked a CEO of one of the big jewelry companies, and he said a pearl was a symbol of power. It continues to be timeless and elegant, but can also be playful. Men today feel empowered to take risks with fashion, and they're trying new things. We're selling millions of pearls.
Okay.
So, this is a very simple trending question for you today. Yes or no? If we were to give away a string of pearls on this show for Father's Day, would you give them to your father? You're not financially invested at all, but if we gave you a string of pearls, would you set them in front of your father on Father's Day and say, Dad, happy Father's Day?
No, not unless I just want and expect a blank stare right back at me. He'd be like, what are these?
I can only imagine the un-PC things my old man would have said if I would have given him a string of pearls for Father's Day.
No, thank you. How?
Simple enough. I just want your first and honest opinion. If we were to give away a string of pearls, maybe tomorrow on the show, would you give them to your father? Just yes or no. Text us at 251-1047, because whether you like it or not, men wearing elegant pearls is trending. There's really no name for this game, and it's not really even a game. It's just one of those things that when people tell you you can't do it, you just do it more just to prove them wrong. So I'm a firm believer, just because of my incredible attention to detail in life, that if you tell me your first name, and this, by the way, this only works for ladies. If you're a well-endowed man, I'm not going to even try it.
Some have tried to trick you. But
your man boobs are your issue, not mine. Here's what I need. Just your first name, and I think I can tell you what your bra size is. If not, then obviously you can win some incredible prizes. And it just starts with a phone call to the radio station here. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good. First off, we don't know each other. There's no way that I would know your bra size at all.
Nope.
Absolutely. Perfect, then. All I need, then, is your first name. That'll get us started. Summer. Oh, this is easy. See, and I hate the easy ones because it's not a challenge.
He's really good with summers, autumns.
Yeah, anything that's like a seasonal name. Summer, this is so simple. You are a 36C.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it freaky? Oh, my God.
I hate to ruin your day because I know you really wanted to see me fail, but I hope you have a really good day and stay cool out there, okay?
All right, you too. You guys have a good day.
Kat said, do that thing with the bra, and I was like, all right. And this isn't like a parlor trick made for bar mitzvahs and baptisms.
You don't do it as much as you probably could and make some money off of it.
I feel like people would think I was a swindler.
A swindler?
Yeah.
A talent is a talent. A swindler takes people's money and cheats them.
This isn't one of those hustles that I want my kids to really know that I've got. You know what I mean? Like when your kid goes
Finally something for them to be proud about.
When my son goes into his freshman year at the private school we send him to, if all the teachers are like, is your dad the guy that tells everybody what their bra size is?
Yes.
Probably not the way we want to be. You're here for the bra stuff, right? Tiffany. All right. And boy, this one.
Tiffany.
Yeah, I'm seeing this right away. Tiffany, you ready for it?
Yep.
You are a 38C.
Yes,
No, you're not.
I am.
Yeah.
A 38C, he just, oh my God, he's just blowing my mind today.
I didn't want to make it look easy, but it is easy.
What people can't see, though, is what he has to do with his hands in order to...
All right.
Oh.
Tiffany, have a great day. Thanks for being part of the show.
You too.
I think we probably got time for one more here real quick. Good morning.
Can I do the bra game?
Yeah, for sure. As long as we don't know each other. We've never really met.
I'm not even from the area, so you're good.
Perfect. Well, then this works even better. Where are you from, by the way?
Illinois.
Okay.
Not
And
Chicago.
I just need your first name then. Let's get it started.
Chasma.
Chasma, like Chasma.
Yes,
I
sir.
hate to break your heart because I'm a Cubs fan, so this one comes pretty easy to me. You are a 38 double D.
Mm-hmm.
As in, damn. Yeah.
You're a sister from another mister. That's my bra size.
Chasma, look at this. You come onto the show as a foreign body, and we talk about your foreign body, so that's just kind of how we do here. What up, Kat?
All right, so we have an email from Melissa, and I said that I would read it at this time because her son, 17, is at work. So let me grab it in my email. Here we go. Melissa says, my son is 17, going to be a senior in high school in the fall. He has a great summer job. He bought his first car, doing really well. Now he wants to join Tinder and other dating apps. He claims that you have to be 13. You can be 13 to join a dating site. I thought he was kidding at first. Now I realize that he's serious. And is it even possible for a 17-year-old to join a dating site? My ex-husband says we should consider it so we can monitor his account. My mom says I'm crazy because he's going to end up falling in love with some 40-year-old divorcee. Divorcee. What is your opinion on this? Should I allow him to join or not? I did some research online, and teens that are between 13 and 17 can join Tinder, but they will only be matched up with people in those age groups, okay?
Oh, so if you're 17, you can't date a 45-year-old woman?
Well, how many people are going to make fake profiles? And that's a warning as well. Parents should be aware. However, there are fake profiles made daily by people with bad intentions, and then any user 18 or older goes out into the big fish pond where, like, but still, a 17-year-old could match with a 13-year-old. Such a big difference.
Very big.
Big difference. That's gross. Your 13-year-old has a Tinder account? There's something going wrong at home, for sure. But 17, what's your take? Your 17-year-old wants to find a honey.
I don't have a problem with it.
Says the guy that says pound the pavement. Dating apps are just like, there's so much to sift through. Why spend your life like that? All you do is go to school and socialize.
If my son was 17 and he said, I don't know if I'm feeling the girls at this school, I want a Tinder profile, I don't have a problem with it at all.
I would have a total problem with that. I would say, no, not happening.
Tinder happening or not, Kimberly?
Probs not.
Probs not. There's just like so much going
Here's what I hate
on
about
those
this.
apps.
Listen, stop for a 1/2 second. Your 17-year-old can commit to being a Marine, right? And
at 17, no.
Yeah, no, they just can't become one until then. But they can clearly make their intentions to pick up a gun and go fight for your freedom, but you're not letting him swipe right on all them hotties on Tinder.
It's just stuff.
I feel like I have a pretty large dating pool in high school.
I agree with you.
don't need to go on the internet.
Yeah, but don't you want to meet really, really, really promiscuous girls from another town?
At 17 and make some mistakes.
That's all I wanted to do when I was 17.
You're paying for it for 18 years. That's what it's going to lead to.
I didn't say you're supposed to knock these girls up.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Everyone that goes on Tinder gets knocked up.
Imagine your 17-year-old says, I did well in school last year. Before my senior year, I bought a car, Mom. I'm doing well. I got a job. I'm on Tinder.
Yeah. He's just doing what the world is doing, and I get it. He wants to grow up so fast, and he's doing all these, grown-up adult things, but you don't need to hop on Tinder when you're that age. No, that's for like 20-somethings that are looking for a good time. I wonder what the attrition is as to how many people match up and it's like a successful relationship.
I'll tell you this. It's still in business and it's still a buzzword. I'm guessing it's pretty high.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Melissa's issue. She wrote us an email and just said he wants to join a dating site. Didn't even realize you could at 17, but you can. If you read how old you can be for Tinder, you could qualify for their age range of 13 to 17.
There are thousands of 17-year-olds pretending to be 18 on Tinder right now.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. So she says she doesn't know. Her ex-husband says maybe we should consider it or else he's going to do it anyway. Her mom says he's just going to meet up with somebody that's 40 years old, a divorcee.
Let him.
Looking for a good time.
Let him.
No.
Why not?
At 17 years old,
Oh, yeah, he's
please.
17. Never mind.
You forget that very important
I forgot
detail.
that. I kept thinking he's 18. Why does he not want to date a 40-year-old woman? There's good life experience. Yeah, you're 17. Yeah.
It's her baby.
Craig had texted in, no way my son would be out dating loose women this way.
Okay.
He said church or school. That's where you find a good wife.
I don't think we should focus on just loose women on Tinder. There are plenty of men that are ready to give it up at any time. But Kelsey says absolutely not. And much like my mindset, they're still 17. They're still so young.
They're dumb, and boys are dumb at 17. Girls, I'm not saying they're smart at 17. They're smarter, though, than boys are at 17.
And it would be an extra HE double hockey stick no from me for my daughter to join at 17. That's crazy. There are a lot of men, older men, that would create accounts like that. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I need you to grab your phone. If you could text the rest of the staff here at the mothership.
Yeah.
We need to have a quick staff meeting because I need you to forever understand that you can no longer complain about me. I saw on Reddit somebody posted a sign that their boss put up announcing a brand new rule. For every minute you're late to work, you have to stay an extra 10 minutes at the end of the week.
That'll teach you.
So if you're 2 minutes late, you have to stay an extra 20 minutes on Friday.
Okay.
By the way, if throughout the week you're 48 minutes late, you got to do another complete 8-hour workday.
Wow. I really don't care. Like, I am so sick of people just kind of making their own rules.
This has been posted, by the way, for a minimum wage job. And they saw
Look at all the applicants.
They saw this go up and they immediately quit. They called it the worst place they've ever worked.
Oh, please.
You ever wanted to give the finger to a boss? This is the boss you give the finger to, guys.
No, it's not.
Yes.
The boss is sick of his employees not coming to work on time.
Find a way to motivate them to do work then. If your
it's
company...
called money.
Yeah, well, everybody's paying that money. That's the thing.
Well,
everybody is paying that money. If you can't motivate somebody to come to work, telling them they have to stay an extra 10 minutes for every 1 minute they're late at the end of the week is not motivation.
Well, listen, it's just those people that touch the burner more than once. You're stupid enough. Go to work. Have some pride. If you're late for work right now and you have a Starbucks in your hand, there's a problem.
Yeah, it was too expensive.
There's a problem. No, your priorities are all mixed up.
I think it's going to be difficult for a long, long time because almost every place is hiring.
Yeah, but nobody is going. We just talked about this with all the waiting pools. That has me shook a little bit because there's not a lot to do in this area with their kids to cool off. And now there's like...
I'm talking like real human jobs, like real adult jobs. You got to pay the mortgage, your 2 car payments, and start putting money away for college. Those jobs. I think people are just done tolerating horrible workplaces, bad cultures, and bad bosses, and they're going, I'll find a better one. And
like
then
anything, anything trips people up. Like if they're not treated like they are the boss, then they get all upset.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
You've noticed that. There are people that have worked here where it's like, you expect a lot.
I just wanted to get on the record and say, for all the complaining all of you people around here do.
Oh, do we?
I'm a whole lot better than that jerk.
In that sense, I guess.
Little bit.
All right, so we're going to talk about what has gone wrong at work so far this week. We had a text from, I don't know if I could say her name.
I wouldn't say her name. That's a bad idea.
So she texted us yesterday. She said, early out on my work day, none of the cooks showed up to work. And nobody knows how to work any of the equipment. They're servers. So they literally shut where she works down. And she posted a photo of just an empty kitchen. Like the cooks just, I don't know if they are in cahoots. They are not striking, but just refusing to come to work.
Now, this happened at a Burger King like a week or two ago, and somebody walked in and just they didn't even lock the doors. Everybody left. So apparently there was one person that showed up for the morning shift at a Burger King.
None of their coworkers came, so they were like, why would I even stay? I don't know how to work anything. So they leave. They didn't even tell the manager.
Well, I'm guessing you need a bare minimum manager to get the money out of the safe to start the drawers,
Unless
right?
you're an open, like if you're an open and you have those responsibilities, but maybe you don't know the equipment. You don't know how to make stuff for people.
Well, and imagine being one person working there trying to get breakfast for all these people.
Yeah.
You got to get the coffee. You got to get all the food going. You got to, clean the place.
Yeah. I think the worst thing that has happened this week is that they put a bad smelling soap in the bathroom.
Oh, you got new soap too? We did too.
Yeah.
They won't refill the pumps.
I know. We got
a Dove. It's a jar of soap, and I'm
I don't like that.
Here's what I don't like about that. When you pick up the jar of soap, your hands got potty hands on them, right?
Yeah.
And now everybody that touches that soap is going to have potty hands on it.
No, because then you're going to wash your hands.
Yeah.
So you squirt the potty soap.
I understand, but I don't want to be touching anybody else's potty hands.
Well, you're touching the door handles, aren't you?
No, I use the towel.
A good portion, and I might be looking at one right now, does not wash his hands, so you're probably touching the same doorknob.
Who doesn't wash their hands anymore, especially after COVID? What kind of a freak are you?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are out there. So what has gone wrong at work? Let's give you like a 2-week time span where maybe some coworkers went rogue and just didn't show up for work, so then you couldn't do your job.
All right, Crystal's waiting to tell us hers. She worked at a gas station. I want to hear the story about, I can only think of about 700 things that could go wrong at a gas station, but how about you? Imagine you go into work today, and you open the door, and you look around, you're like, hello, hello. And you're the only one that showed up for your job. Do you just quit that job, or do you take that paycheck, or do you try and get things going? If it's a restaurant, you can't do that all yourself.
You can't. And I think that it's very selfish to put other people in that position. You may be like, no, listen, this isn't about you, but it is. You just ruined the rest of one of our listeners' days. Not sure if she's going to get paid for it, but when she texted us a photo of an empty kitchen and said, none of the cooks showed up today. All of us have to go home because they just are pouting and not getting their way. And so I'm not getting paid today.
Never had that opportunity to just not go to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've never not once just got, like I've been sick or hungover or got a delayed flight and couldn't make the job. But I've never just woke up one day and went, I don't know. I don't think I want to go.
I know. I always think of like other people, like the days I want to call in sick to you. I'm like, God, he's going to have to do 90% of the show like I do, and I don't know how that's going to fare. So, but Alex texted, same thing happened to us. All of our cooks walked out. They have the power. They did that last month. And cooks really do. If you think about it, if you work in a restaurant, you have 100% of the power.
The way the workforce is right now, you can't just say, fine, leave, we'll find new cooks.
Yeah, I know. You have
tough.
to close down. You have food, and that's it.
Now, Crystal, I appreciate you holding for so long. Tell us about the gas station job.
There was a guy and a woman, married couple.
Okay.
They were out at the pumps, and I approved them, said, hey, come inside whenever you're finished to pay. And we have a little thing where you could hear them talking, and I could hear them, and I'm like, what is going on? And so I just asked them to come inside if they had any issues.
Okay.
So they both come in, and they're like, I don't know what's wrong with this pump. They're yelling at me. And I said, can I show you something without you getting mad? well, I want to talk to the manager. Well, I'm the assistant manager, so I will gladly help you. That is not a problem. Okay. But I'm going to show you what's going on. And they're like, why don't they use the figure? Now, they're using the wrong gas pump handle all the time.
So would they have been using diesel or something like that?
Or are they just using the wrong one?
Well, no, isn't there a different size for diesel, right?
But remember, some pumps still have 3 pumps. And they all go with a different grade. So what they did is they selected 87, but they had the 91 pump. Okay. And they're wondering why it's not pumping. It's because you're on the wrong pump.
I want to say the man. And 2 people. That's the tough part to believe.
Right.
Radio Paparazzi.
Britney Spears, her ex Jason Alexander, charged on Monday with felony count of stalking. He live streamed on Instagram him stalking, basically, Britney on her wedding day, trying to find her, track her down. It almost looked like a hunt, didn't it? This is her lawyer, by the way.
Initially, the Ventura County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff's Office, and now the Ventura County District Attorney's Office. They clearly and are appropriately taking this very, very seriously. This is not a quote-unquote wedding crash. This was an infiltration, as we all shockingly saw.
Good word. It was infiltrating somebody's happy day for no reason. Britney and Sam, by the way, signed an ironclad prenup, and he was happy to do so. I think that's someone that really loves her, and she has $60 million. She walks away with all of it. So that's just the deal. But I really love this audio from his ex, Myra Veronica, that he was with before Britney. And she has this to say about them being together.
I think Sam would be a fantastic husband. He's not like the cheating type or the flirting type. He's very devoted, very supportive. So I think I only see good things for them, to be honest with you.
That's so mature and refreshing, right?
Yeah, you never hear that.
You don't hear that often. Remember this song right here. Happy birthday to
it's Marilyn Monroe.
It is. So Kim K wore that dress to the 2022 Met Gala. She lost all that weight to get into it. Rumor is now that the designer, Jean-Louis, of the dress was not happy because they sent it back to Ripley's with some crystals missing, other hanging by threads.
Oh, you would think with somebody with the money that Kim Kardashian has, they would run this past a seamstress before they sent it back.
It will be professionally altered. I'm sure she will pay for it. But that's the risk that they ran, sending a dress that was designed and created in 1962. Some things will happen. All right, so in a recent interview, Jennifer Aniston just kind of talking about how she's glad that she started in the industry before social media.
And it was right at the time when the internet was just becoming. It really sort of shaped so much of a new culture kind of about this thing of people becoming famous for basically doing nothing, but yet having these incredible careers. And then women's sort of reputation. I mean, Paris Hilton, I feel so lucky that we got a little taste of the industry before it became what it is today, which is just different. People, you're famous from TikTok, you're famous from YouTube, you're famous from Instagram. It's sort of, it's almost like it's diluting the actor's job.
Blowing out their candles today, we have Donald Trump turning 76, Yasmin Bleeth is 54, and former tennis star Steffi Graf is 53. Well, this is really sad. Young kids will not be able to beat the summer heat at St. Cloud's wading pools after a decision was made yesterday afternoon. The city parks department has closed the pools due to lack of lifeguards and people wanting to work those positions.
A bummer, man.
That is a perfect position for a high schooler. You go and do your CPR
What do you think these
classes?
kids are doing if they're not doing this?
I'm not sure. I would love a check-in with parents out there that have teenagers that could work these positions. What are they up to? Have them go make some money.
So, you know what? I was thinking about this. So my daughter's 18.
Yeah.
She's like going to waitress and bartend this summer. My other son is 14, but he's got weights in the morning, baseball every other day, baseball every other night, and baseball every weekend. And when he's not doing that, we have hockey or football. Do you think that kids are doing too many summer athletic things that they're not available for work?
I think to work in some type of responsibility like that would be a good idea, and to make some money. What feels better than to make your own money?
Yeah, no, I get. And he's asking for money all the time. I just
I'm not
can't
sure.
believe we don't have pools open because we don't have lifeguards. That seems like a alternate universe.
Yeah, so going to be closed again for 2022. What a shame. We're learning a little bit more about the deadly North Texas police-involved shooting at a summer camp where children were, and it was at the Duncanville Field House where a guy walked in with a gun, started arguing with a staffer, shot, but it was aimed more so at like the ceiling.
Like what do they call that in the movie? Desk pop?
The suspect entered through the main lobby doors with a handgun. It appears that a staff member and he exchanged, whether it's discussions, a talk, but that was the initial gunfire. They did exactly how they were trained to do, which is to go in and stop the threat.
All right, so no children were hurt. He tried to lock himself in the classroom. Did not succeed. They got him out. But a mom in Redlands, California, filmed her 4-year-old daughter, kind of putting things in perspective for her 3-year-old sister because she didn't want to eat all of her food.
People have to live on the street and not have a home that has food in it. So you have to be blessed that you have a home and food and everything, okay? I don't like food. Maybe you're going to live in the street and I don't like food too much. Eat or go to the street.
She basically said, if you don't eat this food, we're going to put you in the streets.
Or you'll go to the streets. So, I mean, a beautiful perspective from a 4-year-old.
She said how grateful you need to be.
Yeah.
You can't threaten a little kid, though, with not eating, that we're going to make you a homeless little child.
What else are you for than to be an older sister and threaten? You know, that's kind of her job.
Eat or you go to the street.
Speaking of eating things that you don't normally want to, kids always forego their broccoli. Evidently, Green Giant did a survey, and broccoli is America's favorite vegetable.
Broccoli, broccoli, it's time to eat your broccoli.
Yes, 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 I want to eat the broccoli.
Someone made money writing that song, by the way.
I'm calling BS on all that.
68% of parents said that their kids actually like eating vegetables.
Green Giant surveyed.
I know. I love every single vegetable. I don't know a vegetable that I don't love.
100% of the people Ford surveyed love Ford vehicles.
Do they?
And I'm just telling you, if this was done by like an independent company, no way broccoli's close. It's got to be corn or something else.
No, broccoli.
No.
Vegetable for 2022.
You know why? Because broccoli sales were down for Green Giant last year.
Probably.
Therefore, they put out this survey, and this can't be real.
What's your favorite vegetable?
I'm a cucumber guy right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Cucumber, like salad with some ranch and tomatoes?
Well, or just even plain. Like Trish will just sometimes chop up a cucumber, kind of leave it in a refrigerated bowl.
Okay.
I like that. They're good little snacks.
Yeah, that sounds good. I love Brussels sprouts. I love red cabbage roasted. Oh, my God.
You just looking for the grossest things to talk about?
No, they're so good, but they all smell like peas, so I can't ever cook them in the house.
Did the time ever come when your parents said to you, we'll come and get you, no questions asked? Mine was always, I'll come and get you, no questions asked tonight.
Yeah.
My dad was very clear about the fact that if you put yourself in a bad position, run with the wrong crowd, make a stupid choice, I'll come get you, I'll keep you safe tonight. Tomorrow,
my wrath.
The reckoning will happen. And it always stuck in the back of my head, like, all right, call.
Yeah.
But, and this was before cell phones, right? So I wasn't able to just call my mom. Like my kids now can just call Trish or just text Trish.
I know. I don't think that your kids are ever too young to have the conversation that they can always call you and you won't sit there and pepper them and yell at them. I like your dad's approach, save it for the next day, but I always talk to Liam about that. I said, listen, if your friends are partying and you feel uncomfortable, shoot me a text or blame it on me. My mom is going to kill me, man. She's going to take my car away, or shoot me like just a quick text. Hey, come pick me up here, walk a block away, and I'll come pick you up. And no questions asked. But we were in the car and he goes, are there really no questions asked?
What do you
or
think
will
he did?
You ask questions?
What did he do?
No, I think he's planning. Not planning, but like he's such, he just questions everything.
Good.
Lisa says, I picked up my daughter from a party when she was 17. She was very drunk. As mad as I was, though, 3 of her friends drove home, flipped their Jeep. They were all okay, but it definitely sobered her up quickly. She waited until she was 21 to have another drink. That would be enough for me. I would say, listen, this is exactly what happens when you decide to do what you want to do. And kids in the U.S. cannot handle liquor. Like other places in the world, they're exposed to wine, alcohol before 21, and they can handle it. They don't binge drink until they're stupid. Taylor says, my son had me get him one night. He had boxers and goggles on. I had so many questions, but I didn't ask them until the next day.
Boxers and goggles.
Dad, could you pick me up 7th and Main, please, in my boxers and goggles?
So when I get off the air, almost every day I had to see at least one baseball game, and I'm happy to be able to help coach at least on a few teams every year. And we're sitting in the dugout the other day at the beginning of a tournament, and the one team that my son is playing on has like 14, 15, and 16-year-olds. And this 15-year-old kid looks at me. We're about the fourth inning. The sun's really starting to kind of beat down on everybody. It was humid. He goes, oh, what I wouldn't give for some milk. And I go, what? And everybody else got their big water jug. You know how kids come to a baseball game?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I could really go for some 2% milk right now. And I just looked at him, go, what are you talking about? He goes, I wish my mom was here with some cold milk.
Is that always his go-to?
Yeah.
Just a cold
He'll pack
glass
cold
of
milk.
Yuck.
He'll put it in one of those thermoses like your grandpa would take to his construction job. You know what I mean? But he'll have cold milk in there.
Oh, does he have the strings?
Yeah.
You know, the spit lines that come down from his top teeth?
Does that when he talks.
Oh,
because he's
God.
always got the milk mouth going on. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, I would go for anything
But
other than some milk on a warm summer day. And then I saw the text from Jen. So I appreciate you taking some time out. Tell everybody what you would want to parch your thirst on the hottest of summer days.
I would want fresh squeezed pomegranate juice from Israel.
Ooh, yum. That sounds amazing.
Now,
is it more so like
is.
the concentrate, or does it taste like a juice?
No, it tastes, it tastes nothing like bottled pomegranate juice, because I'll tell you, when I got back to the States, I was craving it, and I went and bought one of those bottles, and it tasted like crap compared to what I had there.
Yeah.
Can you get the real Israeli pomegranate juice, or do you have to just be in Israel?
You have to be there. You go to one of the street vendors, and they squeeze it right there for you, and it's just amazing.
What does it cost?
That's probably the concentrate, and you can get that. Go to Aldi has glass jars of pomegranate concentrate, and it's so good for your system, so good for your antioxidant. Like, you get all the antioxidants, and it helps just like cranberry juice keep those UTIs away, girl.
Well, I'm a big Aldi fan, so I'll for sure check it out.
Bring a quarter for the cart. How much, by the way, does it cost you on the streets of Israel to get this fresh squeezed pomegranate?
Oh, a couple bucks. I would say maybe, $5.
How long were you there for?
Big jugs. Well, I've been there twice, and the first time I was there for about a week, and then the next time I was there for 10 days.
Nice. Did you run into Gal Gadot?
Shut up. All right.
I did. Yeah, we're besties.
Oh, nice.
She called you. Last question is, you said you went twice. Did you crave it when you got back to the States the first time, or just after the second time? I mean, did it have it hooks in you right away like opioids?
No, it was instant.
Yeah. Doesn't that suck where you have no access to it? Like, there's a chicken wing place in Maui, and I can't get chicken wings anywhere here like what I taste at Fulin's.
It's like some Canadian beers you can't get either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I can't get falafel here or hummus like I can in Israel. It's just next level.
Why don't you go there? Why don't you marry it?
Real mature.
Maybe I should.
You know what? New York Euro, right down the street here, they have really good falafel. So go get those balls.
And on every Friday night, you can see Katja sitting on the curb eating one with her heels over her shoulder.
I would be upset, but it has happened many times. Derek's like, is that tzatziki sauce in your hair? Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to eat a burger? Yeah. No, I'm going to eat some lamb.
Imagine your daughter turns 18 and she decides, nope, not going to college. Nope, not getting a job. I'm just doing some OnlyFans.
This is Charlie Sheen's daughter.
Father's been good to your daughter.
I think that's why he made this song for this situation. But he's blaming Denise Richards. Like, what? Why? Because she didn't stop Sam?
No, he said she lives with her mother. I don't have anything to do with this. So he's clearly pushing the blame on Denise Richards that his daughter is now just taking her clothes off for money.
So the other daughter lives with him and doesn't have one. So is this just like an experiment? Like when my parents sent me to public school and they sent my brother and sister to private school to see who fares better in life. That's what it kind of feels like.
Look at how well they're doing.
Look at how well they're doing. That is right.
This is a tough sell as a parent. They're 18. They're able to do their own thing. You know what I mean?
It's a cute girl.
You want your child to use their mind, personality, and their smarts. And then she just decides to rub peanut butter on her toes for some perv in Indiana.
Well, how did you know that?
Oh, show research.
Okay.
But, boy, can you blame it on Denise Richards, though?
I don't know. I just thought funny news to get the week of Father's Day for him.
And it's weird that he has such an immediate comment about it, seeing his past and everything he's been in the news about. You think he would just kind of stay quiet? And
I think he probably gets the vote as like the worst person to co-parent with, for sure. I've always felt for Denise Richards in that sense. Denise took in his twins that he had with another woman. She's that nice of a person.
Plus, do you remember when she made out with Nev Campbell in Wild Things?
Yes.
That's where she gets my vote.
Doesn't make any
that
sense.
was awesome. With the weather being so warm today, we thought it'd be a good idea to check in on your grandparents who are in their 90s.
Yes.
And the phone has been ringing for like 2 minutes right now. We're looking for your grandpa or your grandma here. Oh.
Hello?
Hi, Grandpa. How's it going?
Well, it's going.
Well, we wanted you to call and check in because it's going to be such a hot day today. So what's the air conditioning situation with you guys?
Well, I'm going to order when they open. I'm ordering a new one.
Okay. But, I mean, it's going to be really hot today. So what are you guys going to do? Do you have fans? Or are you going to go to my mom's?
We got fans, and we're going to keep the house pretty closed up.
Okay.
Keep the heat out.
Dick, if you and Ellie want to come stay with Trish and I, the air conditioning is on at about 53 degrees in my house when I left this morning. So you guys are more than welcome, all right?
Or is that too cold?
That's too cold.
Oh, come on. It's going to be 95 today.
All right. Well, get some popsicles and you guys stay cool and let me know if you need anything.
Blue moons. You got to have the blue moons flowing today.
Oh, he'll have blue moons. He has blue moons.
Oh, I got a case of it.
All right. Love you. Stay cool and you call if you need anything, okay?
Sure will.
So weird.
Weird stuff.
Everybody called me weird. I am weird.
You don't think this is a little weird?
No, I don't think it's weird at all.
Weird news.
Is that a newspaper diaper?
You got kicked out of your girlfriend's place?
Yeah.
Where's your house?
It's literally right over here.
So what are you doing just hanging out here, man?
I'm trying to walk over there, man. I saw you come past. I'm like, he's probably here to talk to me, so I didn't want to be like...
Well, I mean, a male walking around with a diaper and no pants in the middle of the night probably looks a little suspect.
I got you.
I gotcha. I get what you're saying.
So what? He and his girl were working
Probably
on some of their
role-playing.
fun stuff, and she said, "You got to go," and he said, "I want my
safe word?
pants."
Similac. Say Similac. We'll stop everything. Oh my God! I was watching My Strange Addiction. This guy is addicted to being a baby. He built his own massive crib. This guy is probably pushing 400 pounds. Makes his own cloth diapers. Poops in them. And he has hired a woman to come by and wake him up like a baby. Like she has to rub his back. And then she has to get his bottle.
I got up at 2:48 this morning.
Yeah.
How does this guy make a living to poop in his own diapers and hire somebody?
I don't know.
What am I doing wrong here?
I don't
It's not
know.
that I hate my job. I want to not work and have everything done for me.
Yeah, he even screwed to the side of the crib like those illuminating toys, where the moon like moves and the stars. And I'm like, well, how does that even happen? But I think we caught one of them in the act, and that is what's weird. Faux shout.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.